Hey guys, I'm gonna tell you straight up right now, this defensive line will be savage. These guys will be something serious to deal with when the regular season starts, and we got all kind of evidence to say that I'm exactly right. Listen, for 2 straight weeks, they've held the opposing team to under 100 yards rushing with no rushing TDs. They did it to the Denver Broncos. 23 carries, around 70 some odd yards, no touchdowns. They did it versus the Chargers. Perfect. 25 carries, around 90 some odd yards, no touchdowns. These guys are physical. These guys are aggressive. These guys are coming with it. And I'm telling you guys, man, I'm telling you right now, if you think about what's going on with this group and you think about everything that is taking place, hey man, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is going to be a really, really tough group to deal with. And I'm telling you guys that we got the depth to be a top 5 defense and one of the best run stopping defenses in the NFL. Mark my words. Quentin Bohannon is stepping up. He's bigger, he's stronger, he's backing up Neville Gallimore. He's coming in with 2 tackles versus the Chargers. Listen, you also got Golson coming back off a rookie season where now he's bigger, he's stronger, he's physical at the point of attack. He's doing good things. We got Tristan Hill. Tristan Hill is fighting for a position on this team, and he made a statement to say, hey, don't forget about me. I should be included on this roster. I really am cheering for him. I hope he makes it. Man, he's had some injuries, had an up and down situation where, you know, he was kind of overdrafted. And so it was really, in my opinion, undue pressure put on him. However, man, he came through this last game and showed some really, really good things. And along that front as well, I mean, hey, you got, you know, hey, the white gorilla, you got him in the mix. I mean, you got several guys, man, in the mix that can really do damage. And here's the thing that I like. It's really heavy competition because you got these guys all fighting for playing time. These guys are fighting for what it's not enough of, and that's snaps. Because at any point, if any of these guys fall off, if any of these guys are not performing, or God forbid, any of these guys are hurt, it's truly a next man up along that defensive front with the defensive line, in particular with the Dallas Cowboys, right? You got Osa in the mix as well, all right? Hey, man, listen, you got all these guys in here. I mean, and you got, listen, Micah Parsons. I mean, listen, man, ridiculous. You got Tank Lawrence, all right? I mean, you got all types of guys that the list goes on and on and on and on and on. And we can just keep on going with all of the talent that we have along this front. Sam Williams, right? We got tons of talent. We got tons of depth. And I think it's going to be a battle for playing time. It's going to be a battle because here's the deal. These guys may be great, but these guys may not be on the field enough to rack up stats, even though they're Pro Bowl level. So keep that in mind when you're looking at Micah Parsons, Sam Williams, looking even at Tank Lawrence. If these guys are rotating a lot, yeah, they're going to get stats. But, man, they may not get as high as stats as some of the other defenders that play full time, because Dan Quinn has proven last year that, man, he plays the most defenders out of anybody in the league, I believe. So he's going to rotate these guys. He's going to keep them fresh. So these guys are not going to play 60 snaps a game. Some of these guys are only going to get 20 snaps in the game. So that means that when they get the snaps, they're going to have to be highly productive. So I'm really excited about this defensive line group. These dudes are going to be savage. Mark my words, these dudes are going to be tough to deal with, and they should be based upon the draft picks and the depth that we have. We even had Jabril Cox sticking his nose in there, doing some good things. Israel with a pick last game. So listen, we should be extremely excited. We're trending in the right direction. We're tracking in the right direction. We're doing the things that we need to do as a unit, shoring up what really wins football games. So that's what I'm excited about. And it's 2 things at the end of the day that's going to win football games: blocking and tackling. So these guys are getting their run fits, man, and it's super discouraging to the other team because I played offensive line, and I'm telling you, when you are trying to run the ball, right, it's the tale of 2 swords, right? It's two sides of that sword. On the other side, on one side, if you can't run the ball, you're trying to run the ball, you're trying to move the guy in front and you create a lane for your running back and you're getting 1 yard gains or 2 yard losses or 2 yard gains. After a while, you can start to think to yourself, it's a mental aspect that, man, I can't move this guy. Man, we can't run the ball versus these guys. These guys are tough. They start to break your spirit. And that's what I think this front is going to do. They're going to start to break certain guys' spirits. They're going to start to break offensive spirits in terms of trying to rush the football. On the flip side of it, if you're having success, you're moving people off the ball, it's momentum. And it's also back-breaking for that defense. They get tired, like, man, we can't stop these guys. So for this defense, look for, in particular, and this is my prediction, look for Tank Lawrence to have 10 to 12 sacks minimum. Look for Sam Williams to have 8+ sacks. Look for Micah Parsons to really have probably 13+ sacks. And it's not just all based on their skills and their ability, right? Because these guys are talented, right? These guys are very, very good. Look for Dante Fowler. So look for Fowler to come in and be productive and get some lunch pail sacks, right? A workman-like sack. He got some skills, but you start leaving these guys one-on-one in jet packages, man, it's going to be tough versus these offensive linemen because these guys are some really great athletes, period, point blank. So look for us to get more sacks than we did last year because of how good we're going to be against the run. And so we're going to force teams into passing situations. And it's going to be predictable passing situations. 2nd and long, 3rd and long, right? You get teams in 3rd and long, man, we are coming for you. And all this athletic ability and talent we have across this defensive line in particular will begin to take over. And we are going to sack the mess out of a lot of teams. So look for it to be exciting. Look for this defense to be definitely a top 10 defense, if not a top 5. I'm serious about that. I think this defense is going to be really special. Excited about what I see. This group is savage. I'm telling you, this savage. Write it down, savage. These boys are going to be savage this year, and I'm excited about it. Can't wait to see the progression and what we continue to do and what Dan Quinn does to mix things up and to keep it fresh, because that's what he's going to do. He's going to mix it up. He's going to show different teams different looks. He's going to coach in a way to try to out-coach the opposition, and I love what I'm seeing. All right, so listen, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, Boss Cowboy Sports. Follow me, the OC, on Twitter. All right, the OC100 on Twitter. All right, let me know what you think about the video. Leave some comments below, and we'll see you.